Confident and ready for action, the Bulls as they headed to the locker room earlier on. The hometown crowd certain to give them a warm welcome. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City, our sight tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldrich will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers. He's the team's unquestioned leader. But he said leadership is not all about talking. It's about letting others hold you accountable, too. Being coachable and committing to a common purpose. For him, guys, being a leader doesn't mean he puts himself above his teammates.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Lillard.
And, guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Whiteside is out there with Anthony, and it's Hezonja in at the small forward. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point guard.
And the Blazers GM called Portland a cocoon market. Not a lot of exposure, but these fans sure love their team.
Well, maybe you have to look at the front office and credit them for understanding the personalities of the guys that they rely on here in McCollum and Lillard. Not really going out to seek the limelight, wanting to concern themselves with getting better as basketball players, and then wanting to make an impact in the community. It's come together nicely for them in Portland.
Now, here's Whiteside over Carter. Good work defensively by Carter. Outside, Porter. There's the pass to White. Outside, Markkanen. Back to White. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Lillard. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo showing that he's still got it down there. Gets enough space to get up and get to the rim.
Now here's White. He had 13 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
Now here is Carter. Back to White. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Here's Lillard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Porter looking it over. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Lillard. Got a piece of it, but they recover it. With the fadeaway. Anthony can't hit.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Lillard kicks to Hezonja. And it's in there.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Lillard against White. Left side, Porter. Trying to get open is Carter. He can't get that one. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Levine against McCollum. Carter. And that one is good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
And now here's Hezonja. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. That's a 2 from Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
That's a pretty quick trigger from Lillard. That's what allows him to nail those jumpers. Sometimes he realizes the D's a bit closer.
Lillard against White. And it's Portland with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
And a wide open look for Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. And this game is tied up now.
So dangerous off the pass. Porter has tremendous confidence in his ability to catch and shoot.
McCollum passes to Lillard. Back to McCollum. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And Hezonja gets it to go.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Markkanen with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
Levine can't hit.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Bucket is good. And that's now 6 points for Lillard. Even this early on, Brent, have you been on teams where you just knew changes were coming down the road?
Yeah, most of that, Kevin, I think happens because of internally what's going on with the team. On the floor, you're going to see guys operating in the offense, playing pick and roll, but
it's behind the curtains where you just begin to feel, right?
Good executives and good coaching staffs understand communicating to the people in the front office to say, hey, if we stay this way, our potential, instead of growing, is not knowing how low we're going to go. Exactly. So we need to make some changes.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
That's good from Carter.
And you look at Wendell Carter Jr., the center out of Duke. Fantastic blend of size and mobility. A lot to like about what he can do.
Carter hits them both. And with Wendell Carter Jr., we saw flashes of his potential last season.
Easy to see why he was a snap pick at 7 for the Bulls back in 2018. As he gets more comfortable in his role and his teammates lean on him, he could be a force.
Now here's Whiteside. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That one goes in.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from. And Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
Here's Hezonja. Lillard. Carter pulls it in. Bulls trail by 5. And here's Porter. No good off the front iron.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's McCollum. Nice D from Levine.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one drops. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
A lot of people over the past couple of seasons wondering if C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard would be together. Well, the franchise has made that commitment to them financially. They've kept up great chemistry and great leadership with this team. Have the additions in the offseason been enough to push Portland forward?
Now here's Markkanen. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And you think about Lillard and McCollum, both 4-year star players in mid-major schools. Brent, they're used to leading the way and being accountable for the outcome.
Well, they also are very cognizant, Kevin, of recognizing what their contributions can do to lift their teammates. Always quick to compliment the guys that do the dirty work. This is one of the most dynamic duos in terms of backcourts that we have in the NBA.
The first free throw is good.
The 2013 draft comes up, and the 10th pick is announced as C.J. McCollum out of Lehigh. And a lot of people said, who is this guy? Not a lot of people say that now, Kevin.
Chris Dunn's checked in for White, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Zach Collins checked in for Carmelo Anthony. He hits both from the stripe. And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
And now here's Hazonia following the miss by Chris Dunn. Nurkic kicks to Hazonia, passes it to Collins. Shoots a fader, count it.
Not just an inside scorer, Collins obviously can stretch you out to the three-point line, this time from the mid-range.
On the wing, Levine. He is guarded by McCollum. Dunn looking over the floor. McCollum against Levine. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
McCollum outside. Launches a three. That one, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Dunn outside. He dishes it to Markkanen. Over Hazonia. Markkanen can't get it to go. Portland leading by 6. Here's McCollum. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. With the floater and the rejection by Collins.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
To the paint. Hazonia kicks to Nurkic. Up again. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Levine. Averaging about 23 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Porter. And that one hits back iron.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers. Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Lillard. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those three things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Now, here's Nurkic. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Fires from 18. And Hood the bucket on the assist by Collins.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
And he makes the first.
And Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. Scores the ball, distributes it well, and also pounds the glass aggressively.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Right side Hood. Tries it from 19. They get it back. Here's Nurkic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nurkic with the pump fake does a good job fooling the defender that time.
And so, Brent, you and I know the legend of Nurkic. Back in Bosnia, a sports agent read an article about a huge policeman, 7 foot, 400 pounds. And this agent tracked down this policeman and asked him, do you have a son?
Well, that son is Jusuf Nurkic, the guy you're seeing out there. And 14 years of age, Jusuf Nurkic had never played the game of basketball. So the agent took him under the wing.
Shooting 2.
And the rest pretty much history here, Kevin.
I like that story. Free throw good. Nurkic.
You wonder with Nurkic last year getting hurt just how much further the Blazers could have gone. Again, carried by C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard. Their unbelievable dynamic duo at the guard position. But the defensive anchor all year long had been Nurkic.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And with their high-powered backcourt, Brent, Nurkic providing the Blazers with that sorely needed paint presence. He is a big body.
Big body who sets screens and frees up a bunch of room for those guards that you mentioned, Kevin. But the interesting thing is about all the dirty work that Nurkic can do down low for this basketball team, picking up 10, 12 points in the painted area and putting a lot of pressure on the defense.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Little, he's checked in for Portland. The free throw dropped for Bazemore.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. They trail by 14. Felicio, no good. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Lillard, the pass to Little. Rejected by Young. They retain possession. Pass to Lillard. Stolen by Satoransky. He feeds it to Young. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lillard against Satoransky. Bazemore for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Bazemore's got 6.
And that's just a pretty looking stroke from the outside by Bazemore there. The perimeter shot now a staple of his game.
Bulls trail by 15. 1:02 left in the first. Here's Satoransky. And it's Portland with the rebound.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
And he can't hit the second. Bulls trail by 16. Right wing. Valentine wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark. Portland's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And Lillard kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Little. The shot by Lillard wide open. The rebound by Young. And for the Bulls, they're shooting pretty grave so far, about 23%. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. Five seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Lillard outside. The pass to Bazemore from downtown. Another shot. Nurkic. It's deflected. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Young with the ball. Yep, that one goes in there. Young's got his second bucket of the night.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did that.
Yeah. Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, you know, people are going to look to you first. You know, they're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, you know, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Little out there with Hood. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces too. Thank you.
Now, D's going to have to do a little bit more work on Rodney Hood, pay a little bit more attention.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Now Satoransky. Here's Felicio. The double clutch. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Nasir Little picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper
Right.
or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it.
It's both sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. Sometimes I like to see them getting after a little bit.
White, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Portland also making some changes. Whiteside's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Damian Lillard. Good on the second free throw. Portland leading by 17. Here's Bazemore. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Young outside. Outside, White. The dish to Valentine. A floater. It's stolen by Anthony. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 19-point game. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Now here's Anthony. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the three ball is good.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Trailblazers leading by 16. Now here's Bazemore. 6 points for him. Hood can't get it to go. White against Bazemore. Wasted no time on that one. White's got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Hood. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Valentine, trailing by 17.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bazemore.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
So for the Bulls, Carter, he's checked in for Felicio. Markkanen comes in for Denzel Valentine. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Satoransky. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here is Carter. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for Portland. Outside, LaVine. 6 to shoot. Here's Young. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. It's McCollum with the drive. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Bulls trail by 18. Here's White. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. White's got 7 points here in this quarter. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Passes it to Hezonja. Here's Whiteside. Trying to get open is Bazemore. Whiteside, no good. Well, Chicago's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Kick out to LaVine. No good from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Every time Bazemore gets close to the rim, it is always exciting to see how it is he's going to finish. Love seeing dunks like that.
And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 18. Anthony against Markkanen. Back to White. Out to Carter from past the arc. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Anthony unable to get that one. Good defensive work there by Young. Here's LaVine, and Whiteside sends it back.
Well, those kind of shots should come with a warning label. Caution, Hassan Whiteside is around. He's simply one of the best shot blockers in the league. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Bulls trail by 20. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside, LaVine. And stolen by Bazemore. Rebound by the Bulls. Young's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. In the corner, it's LaVine. They grabbed their own miss, but they'll get another chance. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's foul number 2 for him. Zach Collins checked in for Anthony. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. McCollum passes to Hezonja. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists tonight.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now, here is Young. He has 5. Back to White. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it to Markkanen. Can they get it? And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's McCollum. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. McCollum with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Pass to Whiteside. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Well, even with the contest, Whiteside's going right through you. That's how strong he is.
A challenging stretch here for Chicago. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bulls. And a switch here also for Portland. Nurkic is checked in. Trailblazers on D. Markkanen finds White. With the teardrop, he doesn't hit that one. Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Here's Bazemore, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore.
Bazemore is an athletic player who continues to try to evolve his game. When he gets out into transition, that's when you're going to get Bazemore at his best.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Chicago. And so Bazemore nails both of them. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird if you like. Fantastic stretch 4, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
That free throw good for Markkanen.
No doubt about the potential that Markkanen has. He just needs to keep improving, especially on the defensive end.
And Markkanen drops them both. Here's McCollum. 8 points his last outing. Overdone. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Now here's McCollum following the miss by Chris Dunn. Pass to Azania. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Dunn. His last outing, he had 8 points. Over McCollum, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Portland Trailblazers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Now here's Porter. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And it's McCollum off the drive. The shot off that time, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Outside, Levine. Carter at the elbow. And the Bulls get it back. That one drops for him.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
McCollum against Dunn. Bazemore for 3. Here's Nurkic. Bazemore on the wing. Dishes it to McCollum. Over Dunn. And another shot. Collins good.
Collins with a good read there and laser focused on where he could get to collect the offensive board.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Carter, the pass to Dunn, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's McCollum. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. McCollum's got 5 now.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here, only 1 of 5 this quarter.
There's 1:38 left in the first half. Dunn dishes to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Outside, Porter. Outside, Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Over Collins. They get the rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Now here's Dunn. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. 7 points for Wendell Carter.
And the height Dunn possesses is what allows him to see the floor so well. So good at setting up his guys for quality shots.
Here's Bazemore. He's got 10. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Azania. Back to McCollum. He kicks to Collins. And the 3 off target. Levine against Bazemore. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Levine. And the Trailblazers making a change here. So he gets them both. Lillard with it. Shoots over center and whoa to beat the clock. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And so it's Portland ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what has gone right for your team so far?
Well, we've got a lot of energy. Getting stops and getting runouts was the biggest difference.
And that gets your guards involved early in the offense. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half. White against Lillard. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Here's Whiteside. It's Hezonja in the corner. Over Porter, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Hezonja's got 15.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
And White kicks to Levine. There's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Portland leading by 23. Lillard, the pass to Anthony, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Damian Lillard. Putting up about 25 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Now here's McCollum. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. Anthony. Hezonja, the pass to Anthony. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim. Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. But now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Trailblazers leading by 21. And with Levine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with Levine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
Now here's Porter. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Levine dishes to Markkanen. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Fifth best, the Trailblazers.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Yes, that goes in. And it's 7 points for C.J. McCollum.
That's a nice J off the pass there. C.J.'s shot has a great release point. And when he squares up like that, Kevin, you can count it.
And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Levine kicks to Markkanen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. Lillard against White. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard from deep. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Whiteside against Carter. White up top. 14 points for him. Over McCollum. And it's White missing. Portland leading by 22. Down low. And finished off by Hezonja.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Well, Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Markkanen passes to Porter. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
I can't take Melo for granted on defense. That time with the active hands to help come away with the steal.
The Bulls shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And Levine, here we go. Here's Carter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Carter's got 9 points.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Deep 2 from Anthony. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Carter. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Anthony. Got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. And here's White. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Carter dishes to White. And it's Portland with the rebound. Anthony's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 18 points for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Levine. He's got 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Good on the triple. Levine's got 8 here in the quarter.
So aggressive once he gets hot. Love how Levine stays after it when he gets it going.
Lillard looking around. Hezonja on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Second shot opportunity, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Hassan Whiteside. 13th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. The first one falls. Well, you just watch LaVine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with LaVine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Felicio's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. Hood for 3. Offensive rebound. Lillard against Satoransky. And the pass to Hood. Another shot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Satoransky looking around. It's stolen by Little. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Another reminder, Kevin, that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Now Satoransky, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Young outside. Passes to LaVine. Hood comes in with the double team. LaVine finds Young. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. LaVine's got assist number 5 here tonight. Satoransky against Lillard. Young with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Knocked away. Nurkic the pass to Little. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
A defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's LaVine. He's got 16. And Hood with the basket on the assist by Little. Little's got his 3rd assist on the night. Chicago's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Here's Satoransky, and there it is for him. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Outside Hood for 3. Felicio with the rebound.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And LaVine, here we go. And he makes good on the layup. LaVine's got 12 points in just the second half.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Trailblazers leading by 21. Out to Hood. Pass to Collins. Puts one up from 19. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, Hood does a good job there of surveying the floor and being ready to deliver the pass.
Chicago calls timeout. And drafted by the Jazz in 2014, Rodney Hood seemed to establish himself in Utah. But Brent, as we saw last year, he finished up well with Portland.
Well, a great job by Neil O'Shea picking Rodney Hood up and had some big games in the playoffs. He's part of a collaborative at the wing position now for Portland, where Terry Stotts can use the likes of Rodney Hood and Kent Bazemore to play a lot of switching defenses and continue to make teams have to guard, as Hood's capable of making threes and making plays off the bounce.
So for the Bulls, Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Felicio, and it's Dunn in for Levine. Dunn, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Dunn's got 5 now.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Now here's Lillard from 18 feet away. Nurkic can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Little. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Hood can't get it to go. The 3 from Valentine. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. That one good for 2. And 11 points for Thaddeus Young.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Feeds it to Hood. Young with the steal. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Young's running, and Young slams it home.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
Lillard attacking. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Bulls trail by 17. Pass to Young. Outside Porter. And stolen by Hood. Lillard against Satoransky. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Satoransky, the pass to Porter. To the middle. And Young with the basket on the assist by Porter. 15 points for Thaddeus Young.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Pass to Little. In the corner, Collins with it. Off target with his 3. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Pass to Markkanen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Markkanen's got 8.
Hey, look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, we've got Yusuf Nurkic, Hood out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Bazemore at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Anthony. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Because Melo's such a great scorer, you respect the pump fake even more. Deft at using it that time.
That free throw good from Anthony.
And Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor no matter what's going on around. He's still going to be a gamer.
And both free throws good for Anthony. Bulls trail by 17. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
Satoransky against Lillard. Inside. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Bazemore, no one around him. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 19. And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Satoransky. Pass to Valentine. Clock at 6. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 5 assists in the game. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. And again, it's Portland converting.
Melo operating in the mid-range. He does such a great job of finding open areas out there where he knows he can dominate.
Bulls trail by 18. Chicago calls timeout.
Scoring has always been Lillard's strength, but last season a career high in assists. And you wonder how much a healthy Nurkic is going to help propel this team, as they've equipped themselves with some interesting players at the wing position to try to take another step forward in the Western Conference.
So for the Bulls, Wendell Carter comes in for Denzel Valentine. And it's White in for Satoransky. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Kent Bazemore. Now here's Dunn. Down low, here's White. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. And watching film is becoming an obsession for Damian Lillard.
Well, that's a great way to learn, visually sitting down and not only looking at your opponents, but where it is maybe where you can take advantage and stay in your zone. Lillard committed to the game and committed to improving.
And both free throws good for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Now here's McCollum. Markkanen on the double team. Anthony right side. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
5 to shoot. Here's Anthony. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Anthony's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a trademark shot from Carmelo Anthony.
White against Lillard. White the pass to Markkanen. Nurkic with the double team. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Anthony.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
And Markkanen drops them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
White against Lillard. And there's the pass to Anthony. Shoots over Markkanen. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got 11 rebounds in the game. Carter dishes to Dunn. To the paint. Young inside. Covered by Lillard. Young's shot is off.
Hey, yo, get on Dave.
Passes it to Hezonja. Stolen by Markkanen. Young with the ball. Lillard picks him up. White bounce pass. Outside Markkanen. Over Hezonja. And there's the bucket from Markkanen. Markkanen's got 10 points in just the second half.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Carmelo. Over Markkanen. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Young inside. Hezonja defending. And now Portland on the break. Lillard against White. To the inside. Nurkic kicks to Anthony. He takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now here's Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Carter, the pass to White. Shoots over Lillard. And it's White missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And the basket by McCollum.
That is some touch right there shown by CJ, anticipating he was gonna get bumped, but still had his eyes on the prize, Kevin.
Here's Dunn. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard outside. And stolen by White.
Watch the screen.
6 on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
First one falls for him. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, a qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Trailblazers leading by 14. Lillard outside. McCollum outside. Lets it go with a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. Kicks to Porter. Outside, Levine. Back to Porter. White looking around.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for White.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Trailblazers leading by 15. To the middle. Here's McCollum. Banked in off the glass.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
Here's White. Good work defensively by Lillard. The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. White against Lillard. Anthony with the block.
How about Melo rising up quick to that one there? Nice shot block.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Well, all night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Levine against McCollum. And Levine, here we go. Yep, that one goes. Levine's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh boy, the touch is coming back here in the second half. Percentages from the field much better than it was at the break.
Now here's Anthony to the wing right side. The three from McCollum, but they get it back.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession, just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Anthony right side. Over Markkanen. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer. White the pass to Carter. Brent, we have seen some international showcase games the last few years. Do you like that trend?
Oh, absolutely. I like the fact that our league, we know how global it is with how many players from different countries are represented throughout the rosters around the league. But for our game to travel around to London and to Mexico City and have an opportunity for those fans to see what NBA basketball is like, I think it's an absolute win for the NBA.
I'd like to see more, actually.
Well, more time for those teams. The timing of some of those trips for some teams are a little bit tough in terms of the travel, but their appearances there mean so much more to grow the game globally.
And the first one drops. So Anthony nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Carter outside. He dishes it to Levine. Over McCollum. And the shot is long.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
White against Lillard. Pass to Anthony. Over Levine. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 18 points just in the second half.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's White. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
They recover it. McCollum finds Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's White. The dish to Carter. It's tough to get a unified feel on who the league MVP is. Which element, when you're looking at the MVP, matters most to you?
If we talk about that, Kevin, I always think about the MVP ends up being the guy that helps you get 6 to 8 unexpected wins. That's who I look to. So in this past season, what it was that Giannis did, not only with Coach Budenholzer coming in to Milwaukee, the stylistic change that they went through, and then the shouldered responsibility of Giannis to be the initiator to that much change in one season. That's why last year I feel like he was the most valuable player in the league. Even though eye-popping numbers were coming out of Houston, again with James Harden, I go back to Giannis and that massive amount of change and him being the guy that shouldered it all.
That's a great answer. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Felicio's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Ryan Arcidiacono in for White. And the shot goes in. 16 points for C.J. McCollum.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Dishes it to Carter. Now the pass to Arcidiacono. And again, no good by Chicago. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. It's McCollum on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tolliver. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Felicio's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Lillard.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And the Bulls making a change here. Valentine's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Hood subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Simons. Launches it. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Kept alive. Felicio, the pass to Hutchison. He kicks it to Valentine. Off target from outside.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Hood. Pass to Simons. Takes a 3, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Here's Arcidiacono. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.